my name is Karen Heaton and I live in beautiful San Antonio, Texas with my husband and 5 kids. What you're about to watch is a story of my journey and how I went from owning a time-consuming janitorial business to generating an income from home, working only about 4 hours a week on the internet. We decided a long time ago that no matter what we had to sacrifice, it was more important for me to be home with my kids rather than go to work. To me, there is no greater adventure than being a mom, especially with so many young kids. Every day brings something new. They are my whole world. I can't imagine not being here to see all of these moments. When my first child was born, I quit my job and I never looked back, but it wasn't easy. At that time, my husband was going to school and working full-time. We barely saw him, and when he was home, he was so tired. He was making just over $10 an hour at the time. We had a mortgage, bills to pay, and mouths to feed. It was so humbling. When he graduated, he ended up on the graveyard shift at the hospital, and so he slept all day, every day. I remember thinking more often than not that this was not the kind of life I had dreamed for us. He was missing all of our daughter's milestones, and we lived that way in our tiny home for 4 more years until we decided to do something drastic. In 2013, we uprooted our family and we moved across the state to build a business from scratch. We invested $40,000 into a franchise with an awesome company and started a new life for ourselves. Finally, we had a vision. We had taken control of our future and the sky was the limit. We were so excited for the potential of what could be for us. We knew it would be tough, but we didn't expect it to be as hard as it actually was. We drained another $20,000 out of our savings just trying to survive that first year because our profits had to be reinvested into our business to keep it alive and growing. After 3 years, it didn't even remotely resemble the life of freedom we had envisioned. We had employees, we had inventory to stock and keep track of, we had customers to grovel to, and all this busy work that never seemed to alleviate. It was nothing but stress all the time, and it greatly affected our home life as well. We were still sacrificing precious time with our growing family just trying to make a living. By Christmas last year, things were looking pretty grim. One of our big accounts, the lifeline to our business, had changed their payment processing and ended up owing us over $30,000. And because they were in the hole, we had to drain our savings just to buy us some time. And that meant that I didn't have much left over for Christmas presents for my 5 kids. It was so hard being at the mercy of our customers. And that's when I decided that enough was enough. There had to be something better than this. I started Googling work from home jobs and eventually found an advertisement about stuffing envelopes from home. That sounded interesting enough, and I almost clicked on it until I noticed a flashing banner ad on the side of the screen that said, "Don't stuff envelope. Make a real income from home working online." I don't know what was so different about that ad, but something about it was enough for me to click. And that's when I found MOBE. MOBE stands for My Own Business Education and teaches entrepreneurs how to launch, run, and grow their own highly successful business. The training, resources, and support provided for our success are second to none. MOBE was founded by a young Australian guy named Matt Lloyd, whom I've had the privilege to meet on multiple occasions. Matt's vision for MOBE and his dedication to the company is like none other that I have seen. He has paid out, as of today, almost $64 million in commissions worldwide to consultants just like me. What drew me in was the idea that I could be a business owner without having to deal with all the overhead and headache of a typical business. MOBE handles all the selling, the order fulfillment, all the customer service and support, and all I had to do was drive traffic to their offers online. The video I watched that night was for a 21-step training program that cost $49. I didn't even hesitate. I dived right into the training and hoped that it wasn't too good to be true. Even though I was skeptical, something inside of me just clicked and I knew I had to give it a chance. It's hard to believe that that was only 6 months ago. Looking back now, I realize it was divine intervention. I've made over $30,000 already, and I qualified for a free car within the first 3 months. I kept MOBE a secret from my husband and surprised him with a trip to Fiji last March. It was super fun. When I found out that I qualified for a free car, I couldn't believe it. We had just totaled our minivan and needed new transportation. Thankfully, no one was injured, but we are a family of 7, and we love traveling together, especially to see our family that lives out of state. So we needed something that could fit our family and be comfortable to drive long distances. When I first stepped into the Ford Transit, I knew I couldn't go back to a minivan, ever. I can fully stand upright in it. There is so much space. It's perfect for traveling, and I love driving it. I get so many compliments on it because you just don't see anything like this here. People are always intrigued and asked to take a look inside. When I first took it for a test drive, I was surprised how smooth it drives. I feel like I'm driving an SUV, and I can still fit through the drive-through restaurant, which comes in handy when we're on the road. I never would have believed this could happen 6 months ago. Our business is up for sale now, and we finally feel like we can breathe again. We have a pool right across the street from our house and a beautiful park. It's so amazing to be able to make memories together as a family without the constant stress and worry of what our business is doing. And because I work online, I can choose when and where I work, and I'm at the mercy of no one. No one will ever again tell me how much money I can make for my efforts or withhold much needed payments. My time is so much more valuable, and I get to spend it with those that I love. But I'm also creating for myself a future of financial security, and this is why. MOBE is a business education group. I've attended 2 very powerful masterminds worth more than its weight in gold. I believe that the knowledge I have gained by attending those masterminds and having the resources at my fingertips can be applied all across the board in internet marketing. I'm not afraid of this company folding. It won't. I've seen Matt's vision and I've felt his dedication to it. I'm proud to be a diamond partner, and with my newfound knowledge has come a power to survive. No matter what happens in the world, the internet isn't affected. Sure, it's always changing, growing, adapting, and innovating, but I'm a part of that world now. People are always going to buy online, and as an internet marketer, I get to capitalize on that. I can't think of a more fitting ending to a life of struggle. So here is to a new beginning, and it's only just begun. Imagine the possibilities.